I hired these fucking retards that ended up, or no, I made a mistake. I went on Home
Couple
Advisor
hours.
and was like, all right, I just want to get a couple people that'll come and mow my lawn this weekend. This was a couple weeks ago. And they came out, they mowed my lawn like 2 Sundays ago and left an enormous amount of just clippings all over my front and backyard, just grass clippings. And by the time I like noticed that, they were gone. And so I like texted the guy when he was setting up the next time. And I'm like, hey, yeah, I paid for you to pick up the clippings also. And there's a bunch of dead grass in my backyard and it's very unsightly. And there's a bunch in my front yard too. So next time, bring the equipment to take care of that.
Use the word unsightly with a landscaper.
I didn't say that.
Okay, just checking.
This is unsightly. No, I said hey, the clippings you picked up.
Okay, faggot. I'll get right to
it. I didn't say it like that. And then he came out again today, and these guys they're both morbidly obese. A full mouth of teeth between them. And one of the guys had the biggest Hard Rock Cafe shirt I've ever seen in my life, tucked into the biggest camo pajama pants I've ever seen in my life. And he's walking around my yard mowing. I'm taking care of stuff in here. I'm really just trying to make sure the noise doesn't bother me if I'm on a call. And I go out again and piles of grass in my front yard, enormous piles. And I like walked over to one of the guys and I was like, he was standing by the truck out front while the other dude was on the side of the house finishing some stuff up. And I was like, hey, you guys are going to go back over this and collect all this grass, right? Like this is, I paid for this to be taken care of. And he goes, that's him, brother. And I was like, this is as far as this conversation is going to go. Just saying, I'm just his helper. That's what he said. I'm his helper. That's him, brother. And so I wait for him to come around, a somehow even fatter man. And I can go over to him and I was like, hey, remember last time I said I wanted the grass clipping picked up because I paid for that? And he was like, well, when do you want me to come back and do that? And I was like, now, preferably. Service now. And he was like, can't now. I don't have any of the bagging equipment. And where would I put it? And and I was like,
do you want me to find a place?
I was exasperated at this point. I was just like, it was blowing my mind that I've paid for this service twice now.
You prepaid.
Prepaid because I went through Home Advisor.
Amateur homeowner.
Yeah, Home Advisor. Apparently, I canceled that already. These people are not coming back. I'm going to do it myself tomorrow because it'll be faster for me. And like the amount of indignation this fat fuck had when it was like, I did it very politely. Like I paid for this. Like we had this discussion. Do you remember 2 weeks ago when you came here and we talked about this? Like, I don't want someone to mow my grass and then 3 days later look like my entire grass is dead because there's a big pile of dead grass on it. And he was like, how about we come out on next Friday and we'll mow again and collect it all that time. And I was like, no, this is it. This is it. If you can't collect it now, thank you for mowing, but that's all. I'm no longer interested. And like the worst businessman in America, he's like, all right. And just left. And so now I've got a chore that these fat fucking retards in their pajama pants couldn't take care of. Got spilled water on my keyboard right there. God,
they're responsible for that.
They're responsible for this. They're responsible for that. I should probably try that up actually. But, that really got my goat today. I was like sitting in here anticipating seeing a perfectly manicured lawn, and they gave me an errand. It would have been fucking easier for me to just do it myself. So fuck these people. I'm going straight to hopefully a neighborhood kid.
Avoid prepaying whenever you can. And if they do 95% of the job and ask for payment, never, ever pay. This might sound obvious to you. I don't mean to, but
no.
It wasn't obvious to me my whole life. There have been a handful of times when people get 95% down and explain, Woody, look, we're almost finished everything. And it's like, right. But there's like 600 rocks. You guys were going to stack it on a pallet. Right. We'll come back and do that next week. That's when you get paid. You don't get paid until everything is done. Because I know that you won't come back. You're done.
Yeah. So that's what I do have to grab a paper towel real quick.
I grew up paying people like that, or having my dad pay people like that. People that you can't trust to do their job, and people who are just trying to earn enough money to buy a bottle of liquor sometimes. So like they're not. Once they've gotten to $8, they're ready to cash their chips out. And it's like we came here to work. You can't work an hour and what did you say? 18 minutes? What kind of junky math are you doing over there to figure out that that's $8.14? I found I got to cut my grass by I just saw one of those trucks with the trailer on the back and his number on a placard, and I looked at his gear and it's like, oh yeah, he's got a mower with a mulcher and he's got all the weed eaters, and he's white, of course. And so I called that guy and had him come over, and it's cheap as fuck. It's nothing.
Yeah.
I pay him for the PayPal. Like he comes every week, same day, and then he like bills me through PayPal, and I click one button.